Ah, London, a city of almost 10 million people. Magnificent landmarks such as the London Eye, Big Ben, and this absolute eyesore. 607 miles of absolute pride, so intertwined with history dating back in the millennia. The home of the London Underground, the birthplace of some of the world's most notorious inventions, such as the television, the ATM, and the electric motor. Let's have a look around in London in 2026.
Man, them can't just keep quiet when the block's getting squeezed. Man saying funds gone, but where?
Bruv, you wasted it on your little pet project. Don't chat like
Order in the house. Let the member finish, fam. Still.
But before we set off, please take this set of chainmail. Don't ask why, it's just a roleplay thing, don't worry. How are your reflexes? Are they all honed in? You're going to need them for dodging all the human excrement. One place that this city really reminds me of is a fictional one set in the game called Cyberpunk. The legendary and undisputably glamorous Night City. You can really take a look at these two cities in an absolute parallel. Only difference is one of them just has higher tech innovations. London has a very layered history, extreme inequality, vertical development, massive sprawling corporate zones, decaying infrastructure, and a mix of grandeur mixed with brutal modernity. Now you can re-watch that description that I just made without the word London at the front, and you can see how it applies to Night City. Both of these are actually port cities. Both show extreme wealth and poverty in a very close proximity. Every location within these two cities sticks true to the era that it was made in. The level of the building's eloquence depends highly on the era that it was built. Gentrification, surveillance, class divides, failing infrastructure. Night City and London do a really good job of mirroring themselves and showing reflections of all of these issues. I want to go a bit deeper and show you some more of the patterns here, including ones within the 4 distinct districts within Night City, and the very similarities that the City of London holds. Each of these 4 districts show very specific stages of societal development. We have Entropism, which essentially just means decay and collapse. Then Neo-kitsch, which points to flashy excess, which can be viewed by most as being pretty ugly and over the top, but at the same time having soul. The third era is Neomilitarism, essentially corporate domination. And the last stage, which is where we're at today, is Neo-kitsch, also known as absolute late stage chaos. Let's start with Entropism. In Night City, this stage can be seen through Pacifica's abandoned resorts, devastated highways that haven't seen maintenance in years, collapsed overpasses that have fallen to ruin. Essentially big projects from the 2020s that have been forgotten and replaced with newer things. Well, they haven't actually been forgotten. The real reason is they were built much more in excess, which means upholding and making sure that these things are still functional gets very expensive today, which in turn means that it just essentially falls to ruin. We can compare this to East London's post-industrial decay, the abandoned warehouses along the Thames, where all of these previously bustling industries were essentially left to rot. Rent and land prices went up and up and up, which means the only logical answer was to move further out of London. We can also see this in a lot of council estates from the 70s and 80s that are still lived in today but look rather derelict and unwelcoming. All of these areas in London and Night City were all grand projects which showed off the bustling economies available in each of these cities. But all of these projects were developed on one stringent, which was that in order for them to keep on going, that bustling economy and post-industrial boom had to keep on going. Which, well, you know. Let's take a look at kitsch here. In Night City, this era can be seen in Watson, Japantown, Haywood. All of these places have bright neon signs, chaotic street markets, and completely over the top holographic ads. A lot of different cultures can be seen within these zones. A lot of art and creativity has gone into these different zones, inspired a lot by the working class and onboarded a lot by businesses to improve sales. Just a lot of street culture being shown here. This exact pattern can be seen in London. Take a look at modern Soho, Camden Market, Brick Lane. They're all vibrant, very chaotic and full of street art, but all sitting right next to extreme poverty. Tourist traps everywhere. Everything is mixed in with genuine subcultures. You can see how one-to-one this era is between Night City and London. This era is essentially commodified rebellion through style. Night City's gangs use flashy aesthetics, which essentially become part of the culture and can be seen in clothing and apparel. And London has its own street fashion scenes that get turned into marketing. Both cities use colour and noise to distract from the inequality hidden underneath. Oh, I did not expect it to start getting this dark already, but let's continue. Neomilitarism up next. In Night City, we have the uninspired and brutalist city centre, the massive, intimidating Arasaka Tower, and Militech zones with zero soul whatsoever. All of these are constructed using glass and steel, which makes the cityscape feel very cold. Security is everywhere, brutal straight lines, and absolutely intimidating scale. This exact same thing can be seen in Canary Wharf and the City of London. It can be seen in the gleaming skyscrapers. These are absolutely sprawling with private security, and public spaces that feel like they're just designed to keep normal people out. Massive multi-million-pound mega projects such as the Gherkin, the Shard, and the walkie-talkie buildings are essentially just big corporate flexes. In both of these cities, architecture has become a tool of power. In Night City, it's Arasaka's influence, and in London, it's all the big finance and tech companies, turning the skyline into a display of dominance. In Night City, Saburo Arasaka's brutalist corporate style essentially just mirrors how London's financial district deliberately built tall and cold towers, which just became a signal of power and an image showing the decline of old industries. Essentially just telling you, the future is now, old man. Neo-kitsch, absolute late stage chaos. In Night City, this can be shown in Dogtown, and a lot of other areas within Phantom Liberty, where ultra-luxury towers are literally built on top of slums. Huge mega projects being developed on the foundations of old and rotten architecture. The wealth essentially becomes stacked with poverty. It's intertwined, everything is layered and contradictory. The ultra-rich, indulging in the black sapphire, but right below them is the extreme poverty of the rest of Dogtown. This is essentially one-to-one in London, where areas like Shoreditch and other parts of South London house luxury developments that sit directly next to social housing. An absolutely absurd contrast between old Victorian terraces and new glass penthouses. Both cities have given up pretending. The wealth and poverty has become stacked vertically. Night City just builds layers on top of the old, and London does the same thing through gentrification and regeneration projects. In both cities, people at the top look down and see everyone drowning in the streets below. The only difference between these cities is, one has flying cars, and the other one has these things. Night City is no longer a warning about the future. It's literally a mirror. London has knife crime, Night City has monowire crime. Two undisputed dystopias, fallen on hard times. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then please don't forget to click like and subscribe.